Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to a new season of Mountain Lake Journal. I'm your host, Tom Halleck. Governor Kathy Hochul says the state is going to help the North Country and communities across New York deal with the surge in the number of COVID cases in the coming days after the holidays.
We're basically preparing for a January surge. We know it's coming, and we're naive to think it won't. We just had a few days ago, families travel all over the country. We do think there's going to be a spike in cases that's going to continue, not just in our positive rates, but also in hospitalizations. And then we have New Year's, so let's prepare for this.
The governor made a stop in Plattsburgh this past week to tour a COVID vaccination site, a pop-up or pod point of distribution site that the state set up on the campus of Clinton Community College. Along with the county health department, they gave out the coronavirus vaccine to hundreds of adults and children and booster shots to anyone over 16. Many people, especially parents of kids who headed back to school this week, wanted to get vaccinated.
I am so glad I found out about this site last night and was able to walk in, and I'm so glad because I was going to have to wait probably a month to get the booster. My daughter was going to have to wait 4 months to get her first vaccine as a child. This was great. I expected to be waiting in line for several hours. We walked right in and got our shots, and we'll be out of here within half an hour.
I got my first vaccine for COVID.
Lucy Babby, who is 7, says she hopes getting vaccinated will help her be able to stay in school.
I think just the thought of it's an extra protection, so I know I'll be safer when I'm around my family and friends and know that I'm helping a cause to keep everyone safe.
After stopping by the clinic to thank healthcare workers, the governor gathered with community leaders to talk about what the state is doing to try to help deal with the anticipated winter surge.
When the state can team up with our local partners right here in places like Plattsburgh and other places where I was earlier today across the North Country and say that these communities matter and it is our responsibility to give them all the tools they need to help fight the pandemic, and setting up a pop-up vaccination opportunity for people, as we've done right here today, is one of those ways that we can work together.
The governor said the state will deliver nearly 200,000 N95 masks to the North Country.
This is the kind you need to wear. We sent over 35,000 to Clinton County alone. So they are here. They are very fashionable. Make sure you try these on. They're very nicely fitted. So make a new fashion statement with your new N95 mask. We also believe in testing. And this, as I mentioned, about getting kids back to school. We are working tirelessly to talk to our school superintendents. I was on a call with over 500 of them just yesterday to talk about our strategy to make sure that every child gets back into a classroom.
Hochul said one of the ways to do that is fully implementing a test-to-stay program in schools across the state.
And what that does is it makes sure that you have the test to be able to send home with the children. Put them in the backpack if someone tests positive in their class. Let the parents test them the next morning and send them back if it's negative. Test them again in a few days. We'll make sure everyone has those protocols. But that's why we wanted to have 3,000 of those test kits for Clinton County right there, and more to come.
The state is implementing the Test-to-Stay program for students who have returned to school this week. But school superintendents say it will take some time to get the test kits delivered and handed out to students and staff. New York State has ordered 37 million test kits to be given out. The governor also announced that new state-run testing sites have opened in the North Country to deal with the surge in COVID cases. One in Malone on West Main Street is offering free testing 3 days a week. And the governor announced another COVID testing clinic was scheduled to open on Friday on the campus of SUNY Plattsburgh. That will be open 5 days a week. And earlier this week, Governor Hochul announced that she's extending the state's mask mandate, which was set to expire January 15th, through the end of the month.